Winter storm warning is in effect for the entire KNWA coverage area starting noon today all the way through 3 p.m. Sunday. Really not expecting the more significant impacts to arrive until the overnight hours tonight into early tomorrow morning. Total snow and sleet accumulations between 6 to 12 inches looking likely along the I-49 corridor, though locally higher amounts will be possible in the higher train areas. We're also starting to get a little more concerned about the potential for ice along and south of Interstate 40, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. But satellite radar is quiet over our area for right now. We've got quite a bit of cloud coverage moving along I-49 and Interstate 40 as that cold front sags off to the south and east. We also have a stationary front that's just off to the west of our area, but the main piece of energy that we're watching very closely right now is located over the west coast of the United States. You can see a significant amount of snow, very heavy rainfall moving through Arizona and New Mexico. We're also starting to see that rich Pacific moisture funnel into northwest Arkansas, along with that cold Canadian air off to our north and west, which is coming together to bring us that significant winter weather potential. Now, you really don't have much to worry about this afternoon. This is the absolute last chance to prepare, though. High temperatures going to top out in the lower 30s. Notice how precipitation chances really don't ramp up until after 7, 8 o'clock this evening. River Valley, very similar story. Maybe an earlier onset for the precipitation. Highs going to be in the lower 40s with overnight lows in the middle to upper teens. And check that out, a 100% chance for winter weather along and south of Interstate 40. And there's a multitude of different precipitation types that we could see. Rain, not really going to be one of them. That means that the column of air above the surface and at the surface is above 32 degrees. Freezing rain could be a bit of an issue in Scott and Leflore County. That's when that warm nose is very deep, but at the surface you've got temperatures below 32 degrees, so that allows the rain to freeze on contact. That is the absolute worst type of winter precipitation to get. Sleet's a little bit better. We got that thin layer of warm air melting those snowflakes, but enough cold air near the surface where you can get some of those ice pellets. And then, of course, the best precipitation type, because it's a little bit easier to plow out the roadways, that is snow. That's where the column of air above the surface and at the surface is 32 degrees or less. So we're expecting mostly snow the farther north and west you go throughout this event. Notice Friday afternoon into the evening, we start to see that precipitation ramp up along I-40, really starting to take off after midnight tonight. You can see some pretty heavy snowfall rates in far northwestern Arkansas, very heavy sleet, maybe even some freezing rain along and south of Interstate 40. That snow is going to continue to ramp up overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Notice how that sleet line kind of persistent along the I-40 corridor, so that tells you that that warm nose above the surface is really playing a role on the weather in the River Valley. We will get a lull in the activity, I believe, Saturday afternoon between 1 to 6 p.m., but don't be fooled because we've got a second piece of energy that will be surging to the north. Initially in NWA, we could see a little bit more sleet right around 10, 11 o'clock Saturday evening, while in the River Valley we're dealing with all sleet, but eventually we'll see that transition to all snow as we go throughout the overnight hours Saturday. First in northwest Arkansas and then pushing into the River Valley as you wake up Sunday morning. Temperatures will remain very cold Sunday afternoon with maybe the potential for a few more additional snow showers. But we really haven't changed the accumulation map a whole lot over the last 24 hours or so. Still expecting about 8 to 12 inches of snow along the I-49 corridor with locally higher amounts over a foot possible in the higher train areas of northwest Arkansas. Up to 4 inches of sleet still possible along Interstate 40. Could also see up to 1/4 inch of ice in Scott and Leflore County. But notice how as you get a little bit farther to the south, those sleet totals really start to rise. And that kind of coincides with what we're seeing with most of the models right now. Still, some of them are just pumping out insane numbers. I think the NAM is very close to reality, though again in the River Valley, I don't think we're going to see quite that much snow. Another version of the NAM has over 12 inches of snow along the I-49 corridor, but it struggles with that warm nose, so that's what we're going to be watching very closely. I know these models are going insane with some of the snowfall totals, but I think some of that sleet will eat away at it, especially along and north of the Bobby Hopper Tunnel. Regardless, widespread impacts expected as we move throughout the weekend. 100% chance for snow. Highs will be in the lower to middle teens. Overnight lows dropping off below zero Sunday night into Monday. Very dangerous cold expected to remain in place in northwest Arkansas. Thankfully, Tuesday and Wednesday we start to thaw out. Highs will be in the upper 30s, but overnight lows still in the single digits and teens, so some refreezing is certainly possible as we go throughout the second half of next week. River Valley highs in the upper teens to lower 20s on your Saturday and Sunday. Overnight lows dropping off below zero Sunday night into Monday morning before we warm back up into the upper 30s to lower 40s by the time we get to next Tuesday and Wednesday.